Hello, yeah, it's another video, and I don't know when I'm going to be doing another one actually, because I'm really not doing an awful lot new. Shock horror still in Lou, I'm still at Ballanding Gateway, but while I'm playing this time, I'm also doing a bit of a test, and I'll let you know what that test is at the end. So what I'm going to do is the same thing I've been doing for fuck knows how long now, which is just go to a conflict zone, see how long I last, and then piss off back here. But that should give me an idea as to how well this test has worked. The other reason I'm doing it is because I've only had 10 fags to last me all day, and while I'm in the conflict zone I don't tend to smoke very much, and I've got 5 fags left. So I'm going to the conflict zone so that way I'm not going to be smoking. Right, let's start with our usual so nothing has changed as far as any of my ranks go. It's all the same. My balance though has been going up quite significantly actually, 13,707,954, so I'm okay with that. As far as my stats go, the only changes have been current assets at 144, pretty close to 145 million, so they are fast, creeping back up to the point where I was when I last had the Python. One stat that's changed quite considerably is in combat. It's my combat bonds. I'm in the, what I think is a bit of a ridiculous situation where my combat bonds are now only 9 lower than my bounties claimed. I would have thought that bounties would always be by far, the way ahead, but oh god, it would appear not. So my combat bonds are now at 1031 and my bounty is at 1040, so 2071 kills means I think I'm fairly close to getting to the dangerous rating in my combat rank. And you will notice that my profit from combat bonds isn't a round number anymore, 11,206,342. And the reason for that is that last night I had my first attempt at playing in wings. In fact, I did it twice. I'll cover that in a second. I have done a little bit more smuggling. 80 commodities smuggled. Most of it's battle weapons, but there were those few others that you saw in the previous video. That's if you were bored enough to actually watch the whole thing from start to finish. I would hardly blame you if you didn't. My average profit within trading is still going down. It's now below 114,000. I'll say that will go back up though once I've finished this fucking place. Exploration and that hasn't changed. So I'm still doing these two missions here. Now, with the one to bringing weapons, I've now brought in 1,121. I'm in the top 40 still. I don't think I'm going to get into the top 15. In fact, I think I'm going to be lucky to stay in the top 40. But there doesn't seem to be very long to go now. It's almost at the 8th tier. Hopefully that means I'll get about 2 million bonus. The number of contributors is continuing to skyrocket because the Federation one's finished, so they're now all doing it for this. So it appears I'm in a minority as far as those who actually do a little bit of roleplay within the game. It looks like the bulk of people are just bloody money grabbing little mercenaries. So anyway, so at the moment I stand to make 1.75 million from that. While here, in the combat one, by some miracle I've got myself in the top 5%. I contributed 8,470,342 credits, and I'm about to contribute a bit more. 6,414 contributors, so again this is skyrocketing. I don't know how much the bonus will go to if we do reach the 9th tier. We've still got, as near as damn it, 8 fucking days to go. I should fucking hurry up and end. I'm at the top, give me 20 million, I'll take that. Right, so anyway, so that's how I'm doing in those two. Let's return to the surface. I haven't made any changes to the ship, it's still got the same weapons loadout and everything else. So anyway, last night with the wings, first time I tried them was with Commander S. Foster, and in that one I sent the wings request, so it looked like I was, well, in charge of the fucking wing, for lack of a better term. And I got the distinct impression that neither of us really knew what we were doing, because I fuck up the takeoff there. Because, well, we weren't frame shifting at the same time and everything else. So once we arrived at the combat zone, it was a fucking disaster for me. 3 times I had to leave within minutes because my canopy had been compromised, and I had to dock at night dock for repairs before my oxygen ran out. The 4th time we did actually manage to stay there for a while. And one thing I noticed while I was in that particular wing is that during Super Cruise,
3, 2, 1, engage.
for reasons I have no idea why, all of the friendlies were showing us purple instead of green. The other players in your wing show us blue. So I don't know what that was all about, but well, there you go, that's what it looked like. But while you're in the conflict zone, or if you're both in the conflict zone together, the credits are shared out evenly. So if you were to blow up an ASP, for example, whereas normally it would pay you 14,000, this time it paid 7,000, but 7,000 went to me, then 7,000 went to Commander S. Foster. So yeah, after 3 disasters, the 4th time went okay, and I thought that was going to be it for wings for me. But then later on, oh you fucking cunting bollocky fuckwit.
Frameshift drive charging.
Not gonna light up a fag yet. Stay
4,
calmish.
3, 2, 1, engage.
As I was about to say, I thought that was going to be it, but then later on I tried it again, this time with Commander Ripper Jack, and this time he was the wing leader, and I don't know if it's because of that while in Super Cruise I didn't see any of the purple coloured friendlies. They stayed green and red all the time, and when I was the wing leader, the purple friendlies only appeared in Super Cruise. Once we were in the flying normally, including in the conflict zone, it was back to red and green again. But this second time in this second wing, yeah, because I wasn't the leader, it stayed red and green all the time, or red, green and yellow and whatever. I'm doing a great job of making this thing really clear. And this time, there was 3 of us in the wing. Some mate of Commander Ripper Jack was also there. I haven't got a fucking clue what his name was. All I can remember is that he was in a Vulture. And so this time the bounties were split 3 ways. So for example, when you destroyed an Anaconda, if you know, it had been just one person alone, you get 36,000. This time we only got 12, but it was split between the 3 of us. But if it's a kill that only 2 people were involved in, it gets split between the 2 of them.
Power plant capacity exceeded.
So we're still halved.
Under attack.
Let's see how we do here. Now we did find some irritating things about wings, which is that if someone drops a proxy mine, every time you press the key to select the most dangerous target or the greatest threat, it always picked up on that fucking proxy mine that had been dropped. And in the end I got so sick of it that I went over and basically let the mine detonate, damage my shields just to get rid of the fucking thing.
Under attack.
This is going to be one of these fucking irritating places where I don't get hardly anything done. Hurry up and reload. Okay. Fuck it. Shield boost in time.
Warning. Taking heat damage.
How many times do I do that?
Target destroyed.
I knew it was going to be a fucking Cobra that was constantly firing away at us. I'm starting to really take a huge, not so much a dislike, but an absolute hatred of Cobras. But anyway, so with regards to wings, it seemed to work out okay. So what I would, this is a bit of a, I guess, a call for volunteers. My next video, I wouldn't mind the chance to show what the old wings are actually like. So if anyone is available, it really needs to be during the daytime for me. If you are available, we'll sort out a time and get a wing set up so I can show it in a video. And if you're one of those people who does videos, you can make one at the same time, which in fact I would be quite interested in, because I have a feeling my combat style is not particularly subtle, as I think I've just illustrated, and I'm curious to know how it appears to other players, especially when I'm constantly doing things like this. Well, he's down.
Target destroyed.
Now this other fucker who was firing away, it's another Python. Now, one thing that has changed about my combat style is that I'm no longer worried about taking on the big ships. So Pythons, Anacondas, federal dropships. If I see them, I'll go after them, providing I have cannon ammo. For fuck's sake. Going through my fucking shield banks here like nobody's business. I think that's already the third time I've had to use them. Ah, fucking ice cream van again.
Target destroyed. Under attack.
Ah, that looks promising. Yeah, I thought that's what it was. That's probably who was firing away at me quite a bit while I was trying to take out that Python.
Target shields offline.
I wasn't trying to take it out, I did take it out. But, there were a couple of times yesterday when... oh, fuck off. I got a bit too close to Commander Ripperjack and we ended up bashing into each other. Mind you, when we were both sort of like about taking on an Anaconda at point blank range like this, it's a bit difficult to avoid each other. His Anaconda isn't exactly small. I mean, well, my Python isn't exactly small, so let alone, you know, fucking Anaconda in the area.
Frameshift charge detected.
I knew he was about to do this. Alright, here we go. If you try and run, I'll go chasing after you. And he's about to go bye-bye.
Under attack.
Yeah, he is going bye-bye. Okay, that's the end of that
Target
cunt.
destroyed.
There's an asp in the area. I quite like taking out asps because they look like right fat fuckers. They don't look right out here. Watch it, they may look like complete fat fuckers, but they're not, you know, completely unfit because they haven't got beards.
Under attack. Frameshift charge detected.
Another one who's going to try and run. See if I can get him before he does. Should do. Yeah, that's him down.
Target
Who's
destroyed.
next? Ah, another dropship.
Target shield.
Right, if you are watching this and you're thinking I can't see anything different between this video and any of my previous ones, you're not the only one actually. I can't either, and I'm not too disappointed about that. In a way, I was hoping it would be the case. I suspected it would be the case. I can't turn around fast enough, I have to slow down. Alright. So I do suspect that after this,
Target destroyed.
another asp. I thought there was an Anaconda in the area. I wouldn't mind going after that, but
Target shields.
an asp will get me 14 grand, so I'll definitely give him a go. But, I've completely lost the thread of what I was going to say. Oh yes, I highly doubt I'll be at the dangerous rating when I dock, but I will be at that certain unexpected position where where I will have more. Fuck off! I hate dealing with Vipers because all they do is fucking run away. I am going to finish this fucking sentence if it kills me. I'm going to be in that position where I will have more combat bonds than bounties. Don't you dare fucking get out of range, you fucking cunt. That's got you fucking little shit. Right, who's next? Cobra. I don't get why you get 10 grand for taking out a Viper, but only 8 grand for taking out a Cobra. Surely a Cobra is a tougher ship. This pilot's a master, so he's the same rank as me. I am constantly on the... Oh, you fucking cunt, now I've got to... As soon as I've done him, I've got to get out of here. Because that fucking friendly got in the way, he took my full fucking blast, and now both sides are after me as a result. So I've now got to piss off. Still can't fucking... Here we go. Alright.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Okay, well, because of that fucking cunt, I've now got to leave here, so I'll go to the next one. Now, when there was 3 of us in the wing with Ripper Jack, we actually went to the high intensity zone, and the weird thing is, the high intensity zone, which I thought was where the capital ship was, it turns out that's somewhere else in this system. I think he said it was around Louis 11. There was as much activity there as there has been in most low intensity zones I've been to. So I don't know if that means the low intensity zones are a bit ridiculous or that high intensity zone was relatively quiet. Oh fucking hell, this one's not quiet. I'm massively outnumbered here. Alright, fuck that, I'm not staying here. I'm going back to the other one.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Now, because I left the other one, it should be alright now. What a surprise, still some more stuttering. Right, here we are again. Straight away some fucker firing. Oh, it's an asp. No shortage of fuckers fighting this area either. This is something that annoys me about the conflict zones. They do seem to be completely randomly generated. So you've got no idea how many ships are going to be in the area when you turn up.
Target shields offline.
Oh yes, now, one of the reasons why I am constantly on the verge of overheating is because of my power unit I've got in this thing, the power plant. It's an A6. So I went to a system Arth to, oh what the fuck did I do that for? To get a better power unit, because it's a high-tech system.
Target destroyed.
So I had a feeling that I would do okay there, and it was Commander Alpha November had pointed that system out to me as being a good one. So I went there and checked out their power plants. Now if you need a class 5, they got every single one from E to A. If you need a class 6, they've got every single one from E to A. If you need a class 7, they've got all but one. The only one they don't have is the B7. Guess which is the one that I was going there to try and get. So that fucked me off. Whoa! Okay. That wasn't quite how I had in mind, but I'll take it. I'll also get this fucker out of the way. Ah, Anaconda.
Under attack.
There's a couple of friendlies around there, so I might get a bit of help. Here we go. Oh, fucking hell, I walked right into it. Fucking plasma accelerator, and I suspect he's probably got a class 4 one fitted.
Target shields offline.
Fucking I've got to use the fucking shield cell thing again. I'm sure I pressed it. Yeah, I did.
Taking hit damage.
Standing nose to nose with an Anaconda is not a good idea, because if he's going to fire his plasma accelerators, it's only going to be forward. Is that the Anaconda going? No. I thought it was getting close. Speaking of getting close, I've got to get the fuck out of here once I've blown this cunt up. Those fucking cobras again, that's why I hate them. I've got it.
Shields offline. Taking damage.
Right,
Target
here you go. That is why I fucking hate cobras.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
I'm sick of the number of times that fucking happens. I mean, I could go to night docker repair, but I can't be asked. How many kills did I get? It was at 31, so I got 14, so I'm now at 2,085. Let's piss off back to the test is done, so fuck it. Let's go. So, like I said, I want to do a video with the wing. What I would particularly like to do is have a wing of 4. Now it'll be in a private group. It'll either be in mine or in, well, one of the 4 people who's running it. I'm not doing it in Mobius, and I'm certainly not doing it in open play. But if it was, say, well, I'll obviously still be in my Python. If we can get someone who's got another big ship, either a Python or an Anaconda or something, and then a couple of people in smaller ships, so let's say somebody in like either well, I guess you could say a Further Lance is a smaller ship, or a an Asp or a Vulture, and then somebody else in, well, maybe another smaller ship, which could be anything from, you know, a Further Lance right the way down to a fucking Sidewinder maybe. But I'd be interested to see how a 4-way wing would work. I would imagine we would do quite well. That would be one to go into the high intensity zoning. I think my strategy of, as soon as I see an Anaconda, bomb it over there and try and take him out, may not be a very good one. It looks like I'm going to have to start going after fucking Cobras so that they can't constantly pound away at us all the fucking time, pissing me off. And then that way I can, once they've been dealt with, then I can go after the Anaconda. How much did I make? 270,000. Even by my standards, that's low. So with that.
Docking request granted.
One thing I have discovered as a result of wings, and in fact I discovered it even earlier on during the beta when I would accompany Commander O'Hara,
Landing gear deployed.
is that I must be one of the slowest moving people in Super Cruise that actually play this game. Everybody else bombs it past me and I'm thinking, oh, I'm not going that slowly, but I'm always the last to arrive.
Docking successful.
So yeah, I need to work on that. Right, so let's say it's about 18,500 in repairs and reloading and refueling. That wasn't a bug, by the way. You do have to press reload twice, once for the weapons and then again for your shield cell bank. Or you do if you've used all of your shield cell banks, which I had. Right. So another 270,000 there, brings me up to close to 14 million. Is that still enough for me? I'm still at top 5%. I suspect that will change tonight when more people are playing. And shock horror, I'm still a master. I think I must need 2,100 or somewhere around that way 2001, 2002, somewhere around there. But I'm also fast approaching my 3 times rebuy cost cushion that I always like to have. So once I've got that, I'll be more than pleased. So anyway, that's this test done, and it's passed no problem. So what was that test? Well, I'm not convinced that this game is using SLI. I haven't changed any of my graphics settings, but I have disabled SLI on the computer itself. And yet it's still running pretty much the same as always. Okay, there's a very, very small stutter when I change my views to these, either of those panels, and then back again. But while I'm actually playing the game, it's exactly the fucking same. And surely SLI isn't just making this movement a bit smoother, because that's a fucking waste. But I really am not seeing any fucking difference whatsoever. So yeah, well anyway, so the tester worked, and I've got a few more kills. So that's the end of this one. So this is Commander Lucosa signing off.